What's going on, brothers? This is your boy JT and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings. The series, of course, we go through everything happening in and around Leeds United, and we have a little talk about it. And I kind of stumbled over my words there, but I'm just reenacting, re-envisioning everything that defenders coming up against Sinisterra are going to be doing next season, stumbling over their footing, stumbling over their words, stumbling over their chromosomes. Anything under the sun is going to be happening because that guy is pure liquid sauce. However, he has not quite signed yet, but there are massive updates coming out of that one. Massive updates coming out of Raphinha. And of course, big news surrounding Tyler Adams. I'm talking contracts, wages, signing, everything. So, let's not waste any more of your time. Let's get straight into the meat of the action. And of course, where else could we start but with the big man, Tyler Adams-zinho, should I say. I've lost the plot. I'm too much in a daze right now. I'm still thinking of my boy. It's so sad. It's gut-wrenchingly sad that I've lost my boy. However, it is overjoyingly happy that we have replaced him with this man, Tyler Adams. Tyler out and Tyler in. Tyler Adams, what a signing we've got here. £20 million fee with add-ons included. It is a 5-year contract, official. And here we go, confirmed. Tyler Adams joins Leeds United on a permanent deal from Rasenballsport Leipzig for £20 million and add-ons included. Contract signed and deal completed. That is right. Leeds United secured the £20 million signing of Tyler Adams. This is going around everywhere like hot fire. We're talking The Guardian. We're talking Sky Sports. We're even talking HITC Sports. We're talking everyone banging on about this man. But if you're a real G, you know where the news was broken first. That is right. Top G's were over on the stream yesterday. And anyone that was on the stream yesterday, you would have seen that the news, the live announcement literally broke out as we were on stream. It was absolute limbs. We were knee sliding downstairs. We were smoking cigars. We were drinking whiskey. It was all popping off. It was a beautiful stream of glorious emotions. And the most beautiful part of it was seeing Tyler Adams sign for Leeds United. Now, on that £20 million deal, what I'm hearing is that it is to be paid in £4 million installments over the 5-year period. Now, I haven't had a lot of information to validate this claim that I've heard from people who are apparently in the know. However, if that is the case, that is a saucy claim. That is a saucy deal. If you're talking 5 years of £4 million, we're not taking too much out of the kitty this year. We can spread it over the time. It won't really affect our long-term stadium plans. It shouldn't affect how we look to reinvest in the team this summer. Because you know what's actually quite interesting? I was seeing a quote from Victor Orton. He was coming out saying, oh, we've kind of screwed ourselves by overspending in previous windows. And I'm thinking, hang on a second. I'm starting to thinking, we didn't really spend that much in the championship, all right? We definitely didn't spend that much the year before we went up, and we had to sell all our players, and the only one we actually spent big on keeping was Calvin Phillips. And then I'm starting to thinking again, what about the first year in the Premier League? Yeah, we spent £100 million. We didn't really spend anything that January, I don't think. Then in the summer, we bought Junior Firpo, excellent signing, by the way, and Dan James, another excellent signing, by the way, for what, £40 million combined, maybe 45, 50 if you include add-ons with it. Not a crazy amount of money compared to the amount we brought in from coming into the Premier League. Granted, we lost some because of COVID. We didn't spend anything in January. So where he's getting these claims of saying we've spent too much for, I don't know. Obviously, I haven't seen the inside of the books. Obviously, we've spent a lot on wages as well. It's a very interesting debate. However, I think we should still have more money in the kitty to go for, especially if we do sell Raphinha. We've already sold Calvin Phillips. We're paying only £4 million a year for Tyler Adams. Well, we should have some money in the kitty to go and reinvest in a winger, maybe 2 wingers if we do lose a Harrison or a Raphinha, and also a good attacking midfielder / striker. It does look like the striker they are going for is Charles de Ketelaere, however, and that man is now off the cards, off the table, off the cards as are anything you want to put him on. He is off it because he is apparently very close to signing with AC Milan. They've apparently agreed personal terms. They've struck a deal, shall we say. But enough of the card or / poker analogies, because the only thing that is poking right now is Leeds United fans' hearts. It is poking, it is breaking, it is bulging out of their sternums because we are going to be missing out on Charles de Ketelaere. Are you guys feeling sad, mad, angry, gloomy about that? Or do you not really care? Is this news about Tyler Adams really brushing over it, brushing over your ego and making you feel good inside? Because for me, it's making me feel warm, it's making me feel bubbly, it's making me feel juicy. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the news that we are signing Tyler Adams. I think he complements Mark Roker very, very well in that midfield. I think you got a guy who is able to spray those Hollywood passes, a guy who is able to connect the deep play from Leeds' midfield to the attack. He's able to keep the transition spinning quickly. And then you got a guy in Tyler Adams who makes up for all the other side of Calvin Phillips' game, which is his ability to break up the play. He's extremely high IQ and positional awareness, someone who is going to be there at the right place at the right time, stopping that final ball from getting through into our back line, which is what cost us so many goals last year when we didn't have Calvin Phillips in the midfield. Someone who can track the midfield runners, someone who is tenacious and can run their socks off, someone who has got blistering pace. I think he makes up for all those qualities that we lack. And I know there wasn't a lot of people that were very happy about him because a lot of people wanted to bring up the whole Mo Kamara comparison. I was hearing people even say they wanted Sander Berge instead. People saying that they'd rather have anyone other than Tyler Adams, really. I don't know if it was because he's American or what it was, but a lot of people against him. But I've got to disagree with you there. I think he's a great signing. I think he's a quality signing, and I'm very, very much looking forward to him. What about you guys, though? You've had a bit of time to sit on it. The dust has settled. Are you feeling happy about Tyler Adams? Are you feeling the rhythm, feeling the rhyme, wanting to get on up like it's bobsleigh time? Or are you quite annoyed? Are you quite annoyed? Now, onto another story. Englishman called Ellen Road an absolutely beautiful place, and now see Leeds seemingly want to sign him. This is, of course, that man, Ben Foster. Ben Fozzie Foster, the cycling GK himself. Could we be signing him? Could we be signing him as a backup goalkeeper? Apparently, Leeds are still in the market for him. Let me tell you something. That is some good views, baby. Please bring him over here, get him in here, get him on the channel. Let me have a word with Ben Foster. Bloody hell, I'm losing the plot here. Let me have a chat with Ben Foster. Let him cycle his way down to London, have a little conversation with me. I'd love to speak to him. I actually really do like the guy. I think his personality is something you wouldn't really expect from someone his age, like a former footballer coming onto YouTube. You don't really expect them to get it, but he just seems like a bit of a lad. I'm not going to lie to you. I do really like him. And for a personal guy, I think he could be a good effect on the dressing room. Vlogging at Ellen Road. Maybe interesting. We get some good content out of it, that's for sure. But so far, it doesn't look like Leeds are really pressing forward for a goalkeeper as a massive pressing issue, but it's something we are still looking at. Someone we are also still looking at is Traore. In preparations, Raphinha's apparently told Leeds United that a mid-transfer. However, this is where it gets a little bit interesting because who is reporting on it? Oh, that's right. It's according to Marca, who report that within the coming days, Barcelona should have secured themselves a financial boost that will lead to them submitting an official bid for the 25-year-old. And in the meantime, he has apparently asked to be taken out of Leeds' pre-season plans. Marca adds that Deco was at Barca's training headquarters last week for talks with the Liga club's top brass, and says he's told Raphinha to wait for a move by the Spaniards instead of accepting Chelsea's approach, which is exactly what he's been doing. Now, obviously, it seems like they're trying to put a little spanner in the works, if you ask me. It seems like they're trying to twist the story a little bit here with this one. I'm not so sure that he has actually asked to be kept out of preseason training. I feel like this is Marca giving a bit of a bias report, potentially. I don't know. I don't feel like that's something Raphinha would have done, especially now. Look, I'm not doubting the fact that he wants to go to Barcelona. I'm sure he wants to go to Barcelona. I've got no problem with him wanting to go to Barcelona. In fact, I'm happy he wants to go to Barcelona because at least then he's not going to be playing for an Arsenal or a Chelsea or another Premier League side. That's no problem. No problema, mate. You go knock yourself out, fella. Not literally. You still got a good a good career ahead of you, and I hope it does go very well for you. I think Barcelona are messing him around a bit, and he's got quite annoyed, and there's a chance he will go away with pre-season with Leeds United if things don't progress very quickly. This could just be Marca twisting it. Maybe he actually has. We don't know. Maybe he actually has asked to be left out of the pre-season plans so far while Barcelona get their act together. We don't know yet. All we do know is that Barcelona are messing around Tommy Fumble style. They're not signing a contract. They're not sealing the deal. And if they don't buck their ideas up soon, they could be missing out on a huge cash flow opportunity. Now for the big one. Not the story you were waiting for, but the big man himself, Joffy Gelhardt, the thick, girthy boy himself, the Girthmeister General, if you will. Pundit is apparently thrilled as Leeds United are in advanced talks over a Joe Gelhardt deal. That is right, they're referencing a reported 5-year contract that we are willing to offer Joe Gelhardt running until 2027, keeping him on the books, keeping him fresh. And that's what I like to hear, man. That is what I like to hear. That is smart business from Leeds United. Smart business is what we've been making a lot of recently, actually. And a deal like this would go a long way to securing Leeds United's future. We're talking Somerville, we're talking Gelhardt, we're talking all the boys getting signed down to long-term deals. That is what I like to see. However, speaking of a long-term deal Leeds United could be making, it is this man, Luis Sinisterra. Oh, he looks like an absolute source demon. He looks like an absolute player. And let me tell you something. By the time you're watching this tomorrow morning, he'll probably have been announced. That is right. The Sinisterra deal is edging closer. What Sinisterra deal are you talking about? Well, it is the Sinisterra deal that has been signed, sealed, and delivered. The deal has been confirmed. It is done. They have finalized a club record move with Feyenoord. The lengthy contract has been revealed, and Leeds United have agreed a deal with Feyenoord to sign Luis Sinisterra. It is apparently a £21.4 million deal spanning until 2027, reported to go up to 25 million with add-ons, 28 even up to 30 with add-ons. And the thing that is apparently maybe putting a little bit of a stick in the mud for Leeds with the future is that there is going to be apparently a sell-on clause imported into the deal. Doesn't seem like it'll be that big of a deal, though. What is it? Or if it's 10%, 15%, it's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. We're getting a top draw player out of it. If we do sell him on, it could be for big bucks. It really could. And hopefully we won't need to. Hopefully we can use him to power us on to bigger and better things. And we could really have a bit of a juicy season going for us right now. If we do keep Raphinha, which does seem unlikely, if we sign Sinisterra, oh my lord, we could be cooking July the 4th barbecue style! And we could be heading all the way over to the Champions League. That is right, I said it here, you heard it here first. Champions League football incoming at Ellen Road. Who knows? Who bloody knows? But I'm feeling the rhythm, I'm feeling the rhyme, and I'm looking forward to it. And the reason I say you may know tomorrow morning is because he is currently having his medical. He has taken his medical at Leeds United last night. Brian Law even came out on Twitter and he was saying, oh, got a double transfer coming out today. Well, he said it a bit coy. He's like, oh, I've been hired for a double session today, basically hinting at the fact that there is going to be a double transfer going on. He was told to delete that tweet, basically probably either saying, oh, we're not going to announce it tonight, or stop ruining our announcement, you sneaky bugger. However, what has actually happened, what it looks like, is that it has just been delayed for tomorrow. Maybe they didn't want to cock their load in one go. Maybe they wanted to save some ammunition in the chamber. But I do think this will be announced very early tomorrow morning. What I'm hearing through the grapevine right here, right now, is that he has passed his medicals. They're finalizing a couple more things, and that it will be done by tomorrow. So by the time you wake up and you're watching this, he should have signed for Leeds United officially. However, we will have to wait in the coming hours, but it is only a matter of time now. That clock is ticking away, and oh boy, I cannot wait for Sinisterra to sign, become official, and then we look forward to a striker, and then that's probably our business done for this summer transfer window. But let me know what you guys think about all these deals down in the comment section down below. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. Au revoir, my brothers and my sisters.